Hey everybody, welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time, and hit that bell icon because that will alert you to when I post a new video. Today's video is going to be all about contouring and layering HTV. We're going to make this very, very cute bee. This is on a child size 5 t-shirt. I just got this from the Dollar Tree. That way I could just show you guys how to do this. It's a really fun project and super easy to do. Let's go over to Design Space so I can show you guys how you're going to contour your bee. The first thing that you'll need to do is insert your image into Design Space. This is just a little bee that I found on Google. I just thought this would be cute and pretty easy to show you guys. So what you'll need to do is make sure you have your image selected. And we're going to go to Contour. And the first thing that we're going to do is make the entire bee black. But if you accidentally forget, like I just did, go back because we need to duplicate him. And I'm just going to duplicate him twice really quick just so I don't have to try to remember. Just move those duplicates over and we're going to select this little bee again. So first thing that we're going to do is make the bee completely black. And all you do is you just click on all of the little parts. And you'll see over here that he's turning black. So you want to click on each part that is see-through right now, which is like his little stripies and his wings and his face. So he's done because he's going to be the base of our bee. So let's move him over. The next thing that we're going to need, let's do the wings. So click on Contour, and what we're going to do is get rid of all the other pieces of the bee. So we'll just click on that part, which is his outer edge. And you're going to click on all these other little parts to get them to go away. So that way, you should be left with just his wings, which is perfect. Go ahead and get rid of this. And I always just change my colors right away just so I can get an image and see what they look like. And just slide it over. And I like to just already place them just so I can see that I like the way he's going to look. So now, and actually, we're going to make this guy, we're going to change him. We're going to move him over to the side here, and we're going to contour. Now, what we need to do are the yellow parts, which are going to be his face, and then these two stripes. So you can get rid of the outline of his whole body. And sometimes, like, it depends on where you click. So, like, you notice if I click over here, it wants to click his face and not his outline sometimes. So just kind of pay attention to where you're clicking. So we've got his little face, and we need to make sure we keep that part yellow. And I'm going to leave the eyeballs open because we want to be able to see through his, I'm not trying to think how to describe this for you guys. You want to see his eyes. So we're going to make sure that we have that space open. But we need to get rid of his outline, and then we need to get rid of the wings. And then we're keeping these two stripes and his face, and that's going to be our yellow part. So let's go ahead and change this to yellow. And you'll see, oops, if you click correctly like I do, you'll see now you have this cute little colored bee. So I'm just going to move him over here. I'm going to put him on a toddler size shirt just so you guys can see how to layer this. So I know it can go about 5 inches, so that looks like a pretty decent sized bee for a little kid's shirt. So you can add text to this if you wanted to. You can do a lot with it, but right now we are just going to do the bee just like this, nothing crazy. So click Make It, and make sure you mirror if you want your bee to face a certain way. If you don't care, you don't have to, but make sure you mirror each of your pieces. Don't just mirror one, you got to mirror everything. Make sure, I always double check that my stuff is mirrored. So now we're going to click Continue. My machine probably isn't on, so it's probably I do have all my HTV. I'm going to show you guys a quick little tip and trick on figuring out which way to lay your HTV down. But this is just some stuff I got from Amazon. I don't like it, but it works for these kind of projects where I'm doing nothing with them other than showing you guys how to do something. So click on Iron On. You're just going to need to use your regular blade with this. Let's go over to the machine and I'll show you the trick. So I don't have enough black to do this, and like I said, this isn't something I'm going to ever do anything with other than just show you guys how to do this. So a quick little trick, because as you can see, these aren't super shiny. Like, they're both pretty shiny. So what I do is I take my weeding tool and I just take a little tiny corner, and it's never going to cut on this corner, so you don't have to worry about peeling it up a little bit. And I just look to see which side the carrier sheet is on versus which side my vinyl is on. So if you guys can see this, and I'll try to get it peeled back up so you guys can see. You can see that I've Of course, now it won't come apart. But you guys can see that I have peeled it, or not. I swear. It's very staticky in here. So you can see now that I've peeled it, and that's the carrier side, and then this side is the vinyl side. So make sure you lay it down the correct way. It's going to be shiny side or vinyl side. I say vinyl side down, shiny side down. You know, it's very confusing with this. So we're going to load this in. I'm going to get these cut out, and we'll weed them, and then we can press them. I have my heat press set at 315, and the one thing I want to make sure that you guys know, especially with these kids' shirts and onesies, is there's seams on them from like the sleeves and the collar. If you are pressing them, make sure that the sleeves and the collar can either hang off the side of your press. This one is only a 9x9, so it's pretty small, or maybe 9x12. And if not, then get a pressing pillow or a blanket, or a towel, I guess, or a piece of fabric to put under it. Always put a Teflon sheet. So we're going to start with our first layer, which is the brown. You'll always start with your bottom layer. So we'll go over here, and when you do a layered look, especially like one that you have to line up, what you want to do is you're just going to press it just for a few seconds, just long enough to get it to tack down. So we're just going to press it. That was probably only about 7 seconds. I don't do them very long. My Teflon sheet loves to stick to my top. I don't know why, but it does. So then you're going to peel off your backing, and if it still hasn't stuck, like I said, this is Amazon stuff. It stinks. I don't like it. But for these kind of projects, it's pretty good. If you're using an actual Caesar brand or Thermoflex or even Cricut, it's probably going to stick better. No directions came with this. I've come to realize some of them seem to be cold peel. Some of them seem to be whatever you feel like peeling. I don't recommend this stuff. But when I'm just showing you guys a quick little tutorial, I'm not going to waste the good stuff on stuff that I don't have any use for, because I don't know any kids that would fit in this shirt. But you can see, like, right, I don't know how you guys can see it, but right down here, his little butt isn't sticking, which says to me it's either cool peel or this is just going to be me fighting this all day. So what I'm doing right now is rubbing some of the heat out. This seems to help when you can touch it with another piece of the shirt that might be a little bit cooler. It rubs out some of the heat to see if some of it's stuck. It appears to me that this might be more of a cool peel type on the brown. And again, it seems to change based on the color too of this stuff. So let me just tell you, do not buy this. I have no idea what it is. I will have to find out for you guys because I don't recommend it. So the next layer that goes down is our yellow bee. So this is just his face and his stripes. So when lining this up, I usually just do eyeball, especially with a design like this. So you can always cut the backing real close so you can see better. But I usually will just sort of eyeball it and see if that looks pretty even. And he's cute and cartoony, so I'm not super worried about him being 100% perfect, but he looks pretty good there. So we'll do the same thing here. We're going to tack it down. This one we'll try cool peeling and see what happens. I'll let you know here in a second. So again, I don't do the full 15 seconds. I just do a couple. But again, using this kind of off-brandy junk, who knows? Let's see. Yep, it didn't stick at all. So we'll try a little quick cool peel. I'm not worried too much about it sticking to the shirt because we'll do a final press once we're done. So once we're finished, I'll press everything one more time. So definitely a cool peel on this neon-y yellow. Now, obviously, I know that this bottom part did not stick, so we will make sure that we focus on that. So then the last piece we do is our little blue wings. They're so cute. This bee, actually, even in brown, isn't bad. But again, like I said, guys, I use these cheap junk when I'm doing these, just so you guys get an idea of how to do them. Now, the last layer, you can do the full 15-second press on because you're already going to be pressing it. But we'll press it one more time without everything. Without any carrier sheets on it, just to be safe, just to make sure that we do get good adhesion. I have noticed with this particular stuff, you don't really see the shirt's fibers through it. So that's something to keep in mind. Not all of your HTV is going to do that for you. especially some of the thicker stuff, like the flock and the glitter. Obviously, you're not going to see that. But yeah, some of the thicker stuff, you're not going to get that, that fiber showing through. So we let this cool. Now, I will tell you, I did, when I first got this stuff, I cut this completely, this blue part. I cut something on the blue completely the wrong way, so it was upside down. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, you kind of can. But if you do this, and as long as it doesn't cut through the HTV, you can totally reuse it. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to do one final press with everything all together. And this one I'll usually do about 10 seconds, but I think with this, we'll just kind of let it go until I feel like it's done. But I would recommend about 10 to 15 seconds just for that final press, just to make sure that you are good and adhered. So here is our little bee. He's still pretty warm, but look at how cute he is. And he's nice and flat. Like, you don't really see any, you know, ridges or anything from the different colors. He is adorable. And like I said, this is just a 5T shirt. I don't know if you guys can totally see, but it's a pretty small shirt. The bee was about 5.5 inches by about, I'd say 5 inches. So he's pretty small, but on a little 5T shirt, it's the perfect size. So kids' shirts, you can use way less HTV on. But he is just super cute. I kind of wish I would have made him for me now, instead of just this random 5T shirt that will end up in a donation pile. All right, guys. Here is our finished product. So today I showed you not only how to use contour, but how to layer HTV. I hope you guys had a really fun time learning how to make this, and I hope you guys can use this in lots and lots of projects and do lots of fun, cute, colorful designs on your t-shirts. And if you do some, let me know. I'm always looking forward to seeing the stuff you guys make. Feel free to head over to my Facebook page, which if you just search my name, you'll find it. It's got the same logo here as my YouTube channel. And post what you guys have made. I love seeing everything you guys do. It's so much fun to see how creative you are. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time. Hit that bell icon that will let you know when I post a new video. Have a great day and happy crafting!